Minecraft is considered to be one of the most innovative games of all time. Because of this, there are games that are based around the ideas of Minecraft. Terraria was developed and published by Relogic. Now, on the surface, this looks just like a 2D Minecraft, but is it more to it than just that? We'll take a look as we analyze the graphics, audio, and of course, the gameplay. Let's first start off with the graphics. Now, what you'll notice off rip is that the graphics are in a 16-bit style, reminiscent of the Sega Genesis and the SNES. So it's pretty difficult to compare it to other games that focus on a photorealistic type of graphic style. So I'll just take it for what it is, and honestly, it looks fantastic. The environments look great. The most important thing about the environments is that they're very diverse, so you're always seeing different things. It's very cool as you traverse the world how you start from like an ice world and end up into like a forest world if you travel far enough. The two last things I would like to talk about are the lighting effects and the enemies that you see. When it comes to the enemies and the character models, everything is varied as well as the environments, so you'll always see different enemies and it really keeps the game fresh from a visual standpoint. The lighting model is also very cool, as if you're shooting a fire arrow or if you put a torch, you can really see it as it goes through the darkness and it really illuminates the world. Now, with all this being said, a game doesn't need to be photorealistic in order to be visually appealing to the eye. That's why my final score for the graphics is a 9 out of 10. There's very little holding it back from a visual standpoint. The environments are nice and colorful, the character models are great, and the lighting model is fantastic. When it comes to pure pixel art, this is one of the best games for it. Next up is the audio. There's not much to say about the audio. It does have a pretty decent music score. One thing I love about the music is how it changes depending on what location you're currently in. While most of the sound effects to me sound pretty stock and are on the unimpressive side, the sound effects do change depending on the terrain that you're mining. Overall, there's not much else to say about the audio department. There are some sounds and the music is pretty decent. So that's why my final audio score is a 7 out of 10. The sound effects are decent, but not anything special or amazing, and the music is pretty good and atmospheric. And now it's time to go over the gameplay. Now, the first thing you'll do as you play Terraria is go to the new game, create your character, and the customization options are pretty decent. I mean, it is pixelated characters, so there's only so much you can do. You could then select what will be the penalty when they die. They either lose money, lose items, or they're gone forever. After you're done creating your character, you get to create the world, which here it's very limited. You only really have control on how big the world is and what the name of the world is. That's it. This is a problem to me because I wish you can control how many resources each world has. Because honestly, there is a scarcity and very huge lack of resources in this game. There should have been an option to tell us the abundance of resources in a world. And now you're dropped into the world and you're free to explore. Now, if you've played Minecraft, you'll feel a very similar vibe. You have to gain resources, build houses, and mine for materials, and your goals are pretty much yours to decide. While I do enjoy this, there's a severe lack of direction. However, there is an NPC that will tell you what you need to do and what you can do in order to survive in this world. Here, you'll realize that the goals are slightly different from Minecraft, as you're trying to build a town instead of just building a little place for yourself, and for your friends as well. NPCs play a vital role in this game. Most of them come by in a completed house with suitable living conditions. Each NPC sells you different items and you can sell items to them. Each NPC that you encounter has their own specialty, such as the demolitionist will sell you bombs, explosives, the general merchant will sell you general items, so on and so forth. To get all the NPCs, you must build a house with the required furniture. As well as doing that, you acquire them by getting items that you find as you're mining. Sometimes it's kind of obvious, like you have to find a bomb in order to bring a demolitionist, but others are a little bit more confusing, and it's explained what exactly you need to find in order to bring these NPCs to your place. I mean, the tour guide gives you hints on what you need to get, but it's very vague in certain circumstances. Of course, the main focus of the game is on the mining, since this is, in essence, a Minecraft clone from the surface area. A lot of mining is involved, and I do mean a lot. Sometimes it's not really worth it, and you're just going to be mining forever just to see if you can find something. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll strike and you'll find some good items. Other times you'll just keep digging, finding nothing but dirt and rocks. As you'll dig, you'll find a lot of unique items such as treasure chests, which contain even more items such as rope, health potions, spears, weapons, anything that you need. If you dig deep enough, you'll find bonuses that increase your health and your mana capacity. It is vital that you find these items because without these items, it'll be very difficult to delve even farther down underground. And of course, there are a crap ton of items that you can create. Most of them are for decoration, but a good majority of them are also for usefulness. However, you're not really told what you need to make these items. You kinda just have to gather enough resources as you can and hope you have the right materials to create a certain object. When you press the control key, it makes things building much easier as it targets a certain section of the place that you currently are and helps build it. This also helps with mining as well, and it makes the process much quicker and much easier as well. Now, it's important when you're mining to have enough light, because if you have enough light, you're able to see where you're going. And light plays a vital role in the mining process. If you can't see where you're going, you don't know what you're running into or what resources can possibly be there. Also, you'll get attacked by enemies in the dark. And that brings to the last thing I'd like to talk about, the enemy. The enemies come during the day and at night, but they're more abundant and dangerous at night. And there is a crap ton of these people. The best thing to do is just to stand in your house and just wait for everything to pass over. And unfortunately, unlike Minecraft, you can't sleep. Even if you have a bed, you can't sleep the night. You have to stay up the whole entire time. This is easily my least favorite part about this game. Because of the monsters, this game has an insane amount of cheap deaths. It really pisses me off to no end. Here, I'm just climbing down, trying to build a rope, and all of a sudden I get attacked by one enemy, then another enemy comes under, then another enemy comes from the side, and I'm dead. Cheap as all hell. Sometimes the deaths don't even make sense. It's like I get caught in between two sand blocks, so apparently I die because of that. Not like I could have just took a pickaxe and just like went through it. Instead, I just had to die. I was totally stuck. The only good thing about dying is that you can go mess with the signs and the tombstones that appear. The best way to enjoy this game is through the multiplayer. However, I haven't really been able to experience it because when it comes to games like this, I like to play with my friends instead of playing with random people that suck or are just trying to get you killed. With that being said, the single player content is good. There's a lot to do, but honestly, the reward for me just isn't there, and these monsters, even though there's a huge variety of them, really suck. Honestly, I just feel like playing Minecraft sometimes. And that's why my final score for the gameplay is a 7 out of 10. A 7 in my book isn't bad, but this game just has a few issues and I really wanted to get into it. However, as I stated previously, the cheap deaths, the tedious mining for nothing, and the lack of any hints or any help when it comes to crafting really makes me want to push this game away. But honestly, with everything that I said, this is still a game that I would recommend. It was a brave attempt in order to capitalize on the success of Minecraft and give it a little 2D spin. I appreciate games like this instead of being like a total ripoff such as Total Miner was for the Xbox Live Arcade. But honestly, with everything said, I just prefer Minecraft to this game. The fact that you can't sleep at night, the tedious nights, and the annoying as hell monsters. I don't see myself playing this game for much longer. However, I still recommend it to Minecraft fans. I give this game a 7.5 out of 10. If you've played Minecraft and you're looking for something similar to this, I'll recommend this game for you. If not, just play Minecraft. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I got something for you in a few weeks after this video is released. This is Pow3rh0use signing off.